The International Energy Agency projects that nuclear capacity must double by 2040 to meet global energy goals. In a surprising turnaround, Holtec is spearheading this nuclear renaissance, pursuing U.S. regulatory approval for 300-megawatt small modular reactors, backed by an $800 million investment from the Department of Energy. Once dismissed as outdated, nuclear power is making a comeback, driven by the urgent need for clean energy. Holtec is spearheading this revival with its 300-megawatt small modular reactors, backed by $800 million from the Department of Energy, promising safer and more efficient energy solutions for the future. Imagine a future where artificial intelligence powers our cities, but demands unprecedented energy. Enter small modular reactors, or SMRs. Companies like Holtec are at the forefront with their 300-megawatt reactors, backed by an $800 million Department of Energy initiative. By the 2030s, fleets of these reactors could redefine North America's energy landscape. In the mid-20th century, nuclear energy emerged as a beacon of hope for clean power, with promises of limitless electricity. However, accidents like the 1986 Chernobyl disaster and the 2011 Fukushima Daiichi meltdown fueled public fear and skepticism. These events led to stringent regulatory hurdles, causing a significant slowdown in nuclear projects. By the late 20th century, new reactor construction had nearly ground to a halt. Public perception had shifted, and many nations stepped back from nuclear commitments, leaving the industry struggling to regain its footing amidst safety and environmental concerns. Today, however, the narrative is changing dramatically. The global energy landscape is being reshaped by an urgent need to address the energy trilemma, ensuring security, affordability, and sustainability. Nuclear energy, particularly through small modular reactors like Holtec's 300-megawatt designs, offers a compelling solution. Supported by $800 million from the Department of Energy, these reactors promise a new wave of nuclear innovation. As countries strive for net zero carbon emissions, the ability of nuclear power to deliver consistent, low-carbon energy positions it as a key player. Nations once skeptical about nuclear are now re-evaluating its pivotal role in sustainable energy policies. Germany and Japan, once steadfast opponents of nuclear energy, are now re-evaluating their stances as they face growing energy security concerns and heightened climate ambitions. Meanwhile, China and India are forging ahead with robust investments in nuclear infrastructure. China alone plans to add at least 150 new reactors over the next 15 years, far surpassing any other nation. These shifts highlight nuclear energy's emerging role as a reliable and carbon-free solution to stabilize energy grids amidst increasing climate volatility and fluctuating global energy demands. When it comes to the future of energy, small modular reactors, or SMRs, are capturing the spotlight. These compact nuclear plants are designed to be scalable and more affordable to build, making them an attractive option for countries looking to enhance their energy infrastructure without the prohibitive costs of traditional nuclear facilities. A standout example is Holtec's 300-megawatt SMR, which has already secured an impressive $800 million in backing from the U.S. Department of Energy. SMRs offer enhanced safety features and can be installed in remote areas where traditional energy grids struggle to reach. This ability reduces transmission losses and supports the creation of decentralized energy grids, an increasingly important factor in modern energy strategies. By deploying fleets of SMRs, North America plans to significantly bolster its energy capacity by the 2030s. Even countries once hesitant about nuclear energy are now recognizing SMRs as a viable path to achieving decarbonization goals and energy security. This shift from anti-nuclear to pro-nuclear sentiment underscores the transformative impact of SMR technology on global energy policy, suggesting a brighter, more sustainable future powered by nuclear innovation. Artificial intelligence is transforming industries across the globe, but it's not without a cost: a substantial surge in electricity demand. By 2025, it's projected that data centers could account for 20% of the world's electricity use. Take Google, for example. Their data centers consumed 12.4 terawatt-hours in 2020 alone. As AI processes get more complex, the energy requirements of these centers are only going to skyrocket. Enter nuclear power, a key player in meeting these massive demands sustainably. Small modular reactors, or SMRs, like those developed by Holtec, are perfectly positioned to offer a solution. With their compact 300 megawatt output, these reactors can be deployed near data centers to provide a steady, carbon-free energy supply. Unlike traditional power plants, SMRs are less vulnerable to fluctuations in natural resources like wind or sunlight. This reliability is crucial for powering AI infrastructure around the clock. As countries like Canada and the United States plan fleets of these reactors for the 2030s, AI's hunger for energy might just be the catalyst driving the nuclear renaissance. Geopolitical tensions, from the Russian-Ukrainian conflict to trade skirmishes in the South China Sea, have underscored the precarious nature of relying on imported fossil fuels. These uncertainties in global energy markets make energy independence not just a goal, but a necessity for national security. Enter nuclear power, a reliable, domestically sourced energy solution that stands impervious to the whims of international crises. Take France, for instance. It's a prime example of energy independence through nuclear power, with 70% of its electricity generated from nuclear sources. By contrast, Germany's decision to phase out nuclear plants has left it more reliant on Russian gas, a dependency that has become increasingly risky. With small modular reactors like Holtec's 300 MW designs, which already have $800 million in backing from the U.S. Department of Energy, countries can establish a resilient energy infrastructure. This not only curbs reliance on unpredictable imports, but also diminishes vulnerability to supply disruptions. As we pivot from fossil fuels, small reactors offer a path to a self-sufficient, secure energy future, reshaping global energy policy in profound ways. As countries rally to meet ambitious decarbonization goals, nuclear energy emerges as a formidable ally. With zero carbon emissions at its core, nuclear power offers a stable, reliable energy source that can significantly reduce the carbon footprint of nations worldwide. The International Energy Agency underscores the importance of nuclear energy, highlighting that achieving net zero emissions by 2050 will require a doubling of current global nuclear capacity. This is where small modular reactors, or SMRs, come into play. Holtec International is spearheading this nuclear renaissance with its 300 megawatt SMRs, now under licensing by the U.S. Nuclear Regulatory Commission. Backed by an $800 million investment from the Department of Energy, these reactors promise to be game changers, both in terms of efficiency and scalability. In North America, plans are underway to deploy fleets of SMRs by the 2030s, revolutionizing the continent's energy landscape. Even traditionally anti-nuclear countries, such as Germany and Japan, are revisiting their energy policies. They're recognizing that nuclear power, in tandem with renewable sources like wind and solar, presents a balanced and resilient approach to achieving sustainability. This dramatic shift from anti-nuclear to pro-nuclear is redefining global energy strategies, paving the way for a cleaner, greener future. Holtec International is pioneering the future of nuclear energy with their ambitious plans for small modular reactors, or SMRs. These compact, efficient powerhouses are designed to be both scalable and safer than traditional nuclear reactors. Holtec's SMR, the SMR-160, is currently in the licensing process with the U.S. Nuclear Regulatory Commission. This design boasts a 300 megawatt output, making it ideal for regions needing flexible energy solutions. Backed by an $800 million investment from the U.S. Department of Energy, Holtec aims to deploy fleets of these reactors across North America by the 2030s. What sets Holtec apart is their modular design, which allows for rapid construction and reduces upfront costs. These reactors can be built in controlled factory settings and then shipped to their final destinations, streamlining the construction process. Countries like Canada and the United Kingdom, once hesitant about nuclear energy, are now expressing interest in SMRs due to their potential for zero-emission electricity. Holtec's innovation is not just about energy production, it's about reshaping the global energy landscape for a sustainable future. Public perception of nuclear energy is undergoing a remarkable transformation. Recent surveys indicate that 60% of millennials and Generation Z view nuclear power favorably, a significant increase compared to previous decades. This shift is fueled by an urgent need for sustainable and reliable energy sources to counter climate change. Moreover, educational campaigns and transparent communication from companies like Holtec are proving essential in reshaping public opinion. By clearly addressing safety concerns and highlighting advancements in technology, the industry has managed to dispel many myths surrounding nuclear power. For instance, modern small modular reactors are designed with enhanced safety features, making catastrophic failures virtually impossible. Additionally, nuclear energy has one of the lowest life cycle greenhouse gas emissions profiles, comparable to wind and solar, which underscores its value in a decarbonizing world. Countries like Germany and Japan, once staunchly anti-nuclear, are revisiting their policies, considering nuclear as part of their future energy mix. This global reconsideration is reflected in events like the 2022 United Nations Climate Change Conference, where discussions around nuclear power's role in achieving net zero goals were prominently featured. This evolving narrative is setting the stage for a nuclear renaissance, driven by informed and engaged younger generations. As we witness an unprecedented rise in AI-driven technologies, the demand for constant, reliable energy sources is skyrocketing. Enter small modular reactors, or SMRs. With Holtec leading the charge, backed by an $800 million Department of Energy investment, these 300-megawatt reactors promise not only energy security, but also a significant reduction in carbon emissions. Countries once skeptical of nuclear energy are now recognizing its potential. By the 2030s, we could see fleets of SMRs powering North America, effectively weaving nuclear energy into the fabric of a sustainable future. The paradigm shift towards sustainable energy highlights nuclear power as a key player alongside wind and solar. Holtec's initiative to license 300-megawatt small modular reactors, backed by an $800 million Department of Energy investment, exemplifies the innovative push in nuclear technology. By the 2030s, North America plans to deploy fleets of these reactors, offering a reliable, low-carbon energy solution. Nations once staunchly anti-nuclear are now embracing these advancements, driven by the dual imperatives of energy security and decarbonization. This renaissance marks a pivotal moment in reshaping global energy policy towards a more resilient and sustainable future. As we stand at the crossroads of energy evolution, each of us plays a role in shaping a sustainable future. By supporting science-driven policies and investing in cutting-edge clean energy solutions, we help pave the way for nuclear power's resurgence. With Holtec's 300-megawatt small modular reactors, backed by $800 million from the Department of Energy, let's welcome a balanced, secure, and carbon-free energy landscape for generations to come. The nuclear renaissance symbolizes more than a shift in energy. It's a testament to global innovation and commitment to security and sustainability. With Holtec's 300-megawatt small modular reactors leading the charge, supported by an $800 million investment from the Department of Energy, the future looks promising. As nations gravitate toward nuclear to meet escalating AI power demands and ambitious decarbonization goals, this once controversial energy source is now a pivotal player in securing a sustainable and resilient energy future.